Hot 87.7. Happy to say we're hosting Mr. Charles Longwe, a longtime member of the UPND who has raised some serious constitutional concerns over the manner in which the ruling party is being run. These matters have now ended up in the Lusaka High Court. Now we've brought Mr. Longwe in studio to give us an update on how those matters are progressing and what his overall goal is. Good morning, Mr. Longwe, and welcome to the Red Hot Breakfast.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be in studio.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, give us a brief background to your key arguments around the governance of the UPND and what you are specifically aggrieved about.
Brief background, I would just say it's an issue with legitimacy of leadership in our organization. You see, UPND is a political party. It's governed under certain statute, and that statute stipulates that for you to hold leadership in that organization, one needs to be a legitimately elected official or representative of that organization. That is under the Societies Act. So we are registered in the Republic of Zambia as UPND under that statute. Now, that governing statute stipulates certain things, and one of which is registration of leadership periodically, okay? Now, that period is determined by your own organizational constitutions or guidelines. In this case, we have a constitution in the UPND which stipulates that we renew leadership every so often. So, in other words, we file returns with the registrar of changes in the leadership at national management level, meaning at governance level of that institution. So in our case as the UPND, we do this every 5 years. And so every 5 years we renew the mandate of leaders. But I'll tell you one thing, which maybe people may not be aware. On an annual basis, we also renew or we file returns, meaning within that 5-year period, there could be changes in that leadership. So we are required by law that every year, maybe the first quarter of the year, to notify the registrar if there are any changes in leadership. So for instance, if we had a Secretary General and the Secretary General resigned, died, or for whatever reason, in other words, that office was vacant, we have a responsibility within that 5 years to report to the registrar of changes in leadership. Because that's what makes us a lawful society. Because you have to understand that we live under the constitutional order where the rule of law applies. So when we serve in this country as political party officials, we serve under the law. So there's stipulation there on how you serve. You just don't serve because you are a good guy or you're a bad person or whatever. No. It's based on what the rules say. So every year, if there are changes in the leadership structure, you notify the registrar, you make such amendments. If you don't do that, it's an offense. That's what people don't know. It's actually an offense, and you are fined. Okay? And then if you go beyond that, if you are now running an organization as a leadership without renewal of mandate, or in other ways, without following the stipulated law, it becomes a criminal offense. Okay? Where fines and imprisonments can actually be imposed on those leaders. So it's very important that people understand the gravity of operating an illegal or what is known as under the law as an unlawful society. So in avoiding that situation, what you do is you annually renew membership or you annually file returns. Now, after 5 years, you just don't file returns. Now, there's a mandatory provision in the constitution of the UPND that leadership should then, within the party, now, you understand, every year maybe you file returns, but after 5 years, you have to now to comply with your party statute, that is your constitution, to renew leadership. Now, here is where the issue is. In the UPND, we held our last convention on 14th February 2021. So 5 years have since lapsed. So there was need for us to hold a convention, all right, after that 5-year period, so that we can now notify the registrar to say there's a leadership change. That has not happened. So the question which we are grappling with, or which I brought to the attention of those who I said former leaders, was, look, you guys, the term has lapsed. you are not in authority anymore. Now, they don't like that. I know why. You see, you've been on the road many times. I believe you guys, you drive. You are in a hurry, trying to get somewhere. Then, you don't pay attention to the road signs. But then there's a cop. He also has a job, you know? He has this speed camera. He notices you are there. Do you know that feeling you get when you actually see him in front stopping you? You are not a dummy. But somehow, you didn't pay attention that there's a road sign which says 60, and you're driving at 80. Now, you have offended the law. He doesn't hate you. He doesn't know who you are. But he brings to your attention that what you are doing here, in this road, he looks at your what you call your license. You are a bona fide citizen qualified to drive, but what you are doing here is wrong. Mm-hmm. He doesn't hate you. So what I've told my colleagues is, look, I don't hate you. I love the party, but let's be orderly. First of all, acknowledge. You know, that's one thing which is not happening. Acknowledging that we have done wrong. So since they don't want to budge, I'm also not budging.
Mr. Longwe.
Yeah.
Let's look at your lawsuit. Your lawsuit claims that the UPND could become an unlawful society at risk of deregistration.
Yeah.
Like you have explained of what needs to transpire for a society to continue being registered and recognized. Mm. Do you believe your actions are protecting the party's future, or they are creating a crisis within the ruling party?
Listen, my friend. UPND is a club which should operate under the law. I'll be the first one to call my own club to order under the law. There are consequences. You see, if I didn't do this, you know, we're in an election year. Let's talk facts here. We get to August, we file, not August, is it May? We file, and we're in an unlawful position. And the opposition raised this issue on us, that the officers who are operating, I think you are familiar with what's happening in the PF, where there are squabbles there of leadership, right?
Yes.
Now, imagine those things were raised on us after our candidates are filed. That would be terrible. And if I know such things, and I don't call the party to order, which is more grave? What I'm doing now to ensure that we are in conformity with the law, or to keep quiet, collude, become complicit, then when the time comes and someone, you know, the opposition, you know, this is a game where we have opponents on the other side. Can you imagine if they raise this thing at that time? The whole party will be knocked out. I'll be in a worse position. We can remedy this by lawfully, what I could say, install proper leadership in the party. And then we move on. From this season, we'll learn the mistakes, and as a party, we'll be stronger.
But why did you wait until the time elapsed for you to start blowing this horn? Why didn't you start making this noise before?
What noise would I have made before 14?
Because one of your arguments was you can hold a convention even before the term actually elapses.
Yes.
So why didn't you start making this noise before? You waited until the time elapsed, and then now Mr. Charles Longwe appears from nowhere to just make all this noise.
I'll tell you what. That's a common argument which they are making. Mm. It's unreasonable. This show starts 7:30, all right? If I don't show up at 7:30, that's when you say, Mr. Longwe is not here. Okay, you told me be here in the studio by 7:30. So there's no need for you to shout, to say, oh, we are expecting our guest, who we are waiting for. He says he's on his way. You won't be talking about that before 7:30. You only start talking about that after 7:30 when you see that I'm not here. Are you with me? So before the 14th of February, there was nothing to talk about. There was nothing to talk about.
You're a member of the party.
Yeah.
You're telling us you are not concerned that you are fast approaching, the expiry of the term of the leadership, and there was no conversation to do with a general conference, and you are not bothered about it until the expiry of their tenure?
Listen, not only concerned, I'm an aspiring candidate to that convention, which was to take place on the 14th.
But why not have those conversations?
In earnestness, I was preparing for the convention. So what conversation was I going to have? We have a lawfully established leadership at the time. They know what they are doing.
With a short period left to run.
Well, look, I'm not a magician, but they are in leadership.
Did you ask them?
What?
Beforehand? Did you ask
No,
when
I
are we
didn't.
having this
No.
convention?
I didn't engage them. You see, they were in
Because
authority.
if you're preparing for a convention,
Yes.
you should be asking those questions, right? Were you?
No.
Did you ask them if they were preparing for it on the 14th?
You see, as a candidate, you don't wrestle with what you call governance officials. You wrestle with the voters. You know, it's like this. Currently, we are going to a 2026 elections. You don't wrestle with ECZ. You leave ECZ to manage the elections, right? Mm-hmm. You wrestle with the voters. You go on the ground. That's what I was doing. I was mobilizing because, you know, it's an elaborate process for you to aspire for national management. You have to have contacts in basically most parts of the country because that's where you get your votes. My focus was doing that so that when the convention is called, you see, I may succeed. I get the exact votes I need. You know, there's an elaborate process where you file and only 70, top 70, you know, creme de la creme, only 70 make it through. My focus was on that, not on running the election. It's only when I realized that we had passed that says this thing won't happen. Otherwise, it was not my responsibility as a candidate to be engaging officials as to when we are holding this. No, they knew that's their job. Me, my job is to campaign, get votes. Yeah.
Now, UPND officials like Madam Gertrude Menda have labeled you not a genuine member and suggested that your actions are externally influenced, rather.
Yeah.
How do you respond to those who say this is, quote-unquote, mingarato, meant to destabilize the party?
No. They know very well. You see, they are pushing back and labeling me this and that. It doesn't help. It doesn't change their status. I've made this point before. It doesn't change their status. I'll give you an example. You know, there's a lawlessness happening in this country, which I find strange. I see these PF MPs come and join, all right? They say we have joined as UPND members. Then I saw the other day in Parliament was called, and they are still sitting on the PF side. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. This Sunday Chandan group. Mm-hmm. Are they UPND members or not? If they are UPND members, vacate those seats. This is the lawlessness. To me, I oppose it. If a member has resigned from PF and publicly at our rally said, I'm a member of the UPND, there's no way they'll go to Parliament and be sitting on the other side. They lose that seat. They have crossed the floor. Yes. So it's this behavior which I find strange. So when I call people out like that, I don't hate Sunday. I've never met Sunday once in my life to exchange any words with him. But their conduct in Parliament shows me that they don't know what they are doing as parliamentarians. You should uphold the rule of law at all levels. So when I call my leaders out, it's not personal. I'm not sponsored to talk up, this Tukunkubiti group of theirs, there's Mushanga and all these others. I don't know them, but their behavior is wrong. If they have joined UPND seriously, they should move.
How long have you been a member of the UPND?
25 years this year. I know this business very well. And I'm calling people to a higher standard.
Why is Menda referring to you as not a genuine member? If you've been a solid bona fide member for 25 years.
People use, it's like, let me tell you something. I heard something sad one time from a senior member of the PF when Given Luwinda put his name forward as a candidate for presidency. I said, no, this one is Scottish. Look, you can see his skin color and label him such, all right? But he's a citizen of this republic. We have to defend that. It's not whether you like Given or not, but Given is a citizen. I'm a member by right. First of all, I bought a card. I have a card. That is enough. And she, as an administrator at the secretariat, should know that first rule. Now, if she can go publicly and say, I'm not a genuine member when she's holding my card in her register, there's something wrong. And that's the level of, I've been saying to these guys, we're in the ruling party. We need to up our game. Our reasoning should show that we are administrators of a ruling party and we know the roles. But when they are playing cadarism like this, I tell my friend HH, I say, we up the game. Let's renew the stuff. That's why there's this mixed messaging. I'm telling you, they are below par. They are below par. Look at the shambolic thing they are doing now, calling it a convention. Madongo dongo. That is not a convention.
Why are you calling it shambolic?
Look. Yeah, I think it's all in public show. I've been a member of this organization for 25 years, like I've said. You can't hold, what do you call this? Ward elections, branch elections, constituency elections, district elections, and provincial elections in 4 days. That's a travesty of the whole process. What time would the candidates campaign? What time would I have to even reach out to people? If I'm at the provincial level, when will I meet the electorate? It's a shame. That's why at one time I said this is a coronation service where it's synced to just get certain results. And you think you have seen what's happening. It's the same leaders who are just renewing mandate. It's a facade.
Mr. Longwe,
yeah.
What are your thoughts on some political players thinking that you are just a pawn on a chessboard?
Yeah.
To create an illusion that the ruling party isn't immune to attempts of it being hijacked by outsiders?
Well, that's a narrative. That's a narrative. You know, the last time I was on Hot FM, I was a member of the National Management Committee of the UPND. I think that time you were at Zimco. I think, was it Zach? That's the last time you saw me. I am what you see me, a genuine person. That time, I was operating as a party official. I came to your shows. Since then, you have not heard of me. I resigned from that leadership. I show up today, I'm not pretending. And I'm not pulling any punches. When I say Hakainde Hichilema is an ordinary member of the party, it's not because I'm just trying to create a narrative. I'm serious. People don't like me, but I'm serious. We are all just general members of the party now. Equal. I respect my president, he's head of state, but he's just an ordinary member right now. Same chabe na uja mfana ali ku Matero kuja. Balingana, you are same level. Now, that is not to say I'm out here as an outfit, loan outfit, for imaging. I have no time for such things. I have no time for such things.
Are you being sponsored to destabilize the UPND?
You see, that again. So, on one side, I'm being sponsored by the UPND for a narrative. On the other side, I'm now being sponsored by the opposition. It's because of the genuineness, because you don't see our kind in politics, honest people. You see, I'm a Christian. And as a Christian, their values are upheld. Now, I'm inspired by what the Apostle Paul says. And I'll say this in both sides. The Apostle Paul says about certain leaders, he says they are masquerading as apostles of Christ. But like the devil who masquerades as an angel. Do you understand what you're saying? These are physical human beings. They behave like the devil. They are masqueraders. They pretend. So I'm calling them out to say, stop this devil business. Now, when I do that, somebody will say, well, he's sponsored by the opposition. The other one is now, no, he can't be saying those things unless he's sent to show that there's internal criticism. I'm not anybody's tool. I'm not a pawn in this game. No. I'm serious. I love my party. And I was saying at one show that, look, what I'm doing is exactly what our late president, Anderson Kambela Mozoka, told us. He says, when you are in office, this is how you do it. Hold each other to account. I hold them to the highest standard. I expect that now we are in government, no madongo. We should be, the president recently, not recently, it was some time back, he says we are in the Champions League. My friend, you don't score in an offside position in the Champions League. There is what we call VAR. Yeah? When you score, they review. Let me illustrate this to show you in which league we are in. You know Maradona. He scored a goal, a famous one. They say the golden hand.
Hand of God.
The hand of God, right? That goal brought victory to Argentina. Can that goal stand today? VAR. That goal will be ruled out. Now, in other ways, you up the game. You can't be playing those 1960 games today. You stop that. You improve. And we're a ruling party. I'm calling them, look, improve the standard. Come on, guys. You can't be doing things like this. We are not in the opposition. Play, and let's be an example to my small political parties. And I insist on that. I don't care whether this is an election year. Because I will not participate in illegalities.
Have you gotten support from members of ordinary members from the UPND? Since you're saying everybody now is an ordinary member.
Yeah.
Do you have support?
I wish you could be with me on a particular day and see the messages I get on my phone. You see, I deliberately, I'm not on social media to gather around votes and opinions. I'm just a simple citizen who still wants to enjoy my privacy. But in this business, I'm not going out on a popularity contest. I can only do that when they open genuine convention so that we reach out to the membership. But privately, they know who we are, and they have reached out in their thousands. Yeah, those who are able to get our phone, yeah, they do so.
Well, if you just tuned in, we have UPND member, Mr. Charles Longwe, here on the Red Hot Breakfast. Let's take a quick break, then we continue our conversation with him.
Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
The Zamzim Braai Fest is here this Saturday, 11th April, at the Showgrounds Main Arena, featuring Yomaps, Winky D, Toela Kaira, Vincenzo, and many more. Get your tickets now.
It's not bragging if you can back it up. The Red Hot Breakfast is the only show that gets everybody talking.
It's 0751 on Hot. The heat is on. We have UPND member Charles Longwe joining us in studio here, and we're having this conversation to do with the UPND and the concerns is raised regarding the tenure of office bearers in the UPND here he had since taken this to court. And let's get right to that bit.
Yes, Justice Ruth Chibabuka dismissed your case recently. In your view, did the court fail to address the core question of the expired mandate? And why do you believe the ruling was given, quote-unquote, without reason, as you say?
And you see how quickly we moved to oppose that ruling. You see, they were dismissing us on a technicality. The political party, participation of its members in the business of a political party is a protected right under Article 60. I move, and the Constitution also guarantees that, look, in administering justice, all right, the court needs not to pay too much attention on technicalities. It's in black and white in the same Constitution. Then she examines my process, the court process, my filings, and finds, in her view, that they are not properly before her on a technicality of service. She doesn't offer me audience. You see, I moved ex parte, meaning on one without involving the other party. So she could have given me audience, all right? Because I was seeking orders before that. So she could have given me audience, and that issue she found would have been addressed because she, in my view, she didn't do her due diligence. And we have been able to demonstrate this and report this matter to the JCC, that this could not have been done by a competent person. So when we immediately took that action, maybe that took center stage. But really what we are saying is she was wrong. She shouldn't have dismissed our matter. Our matter was properly before a competent court. So what we immediately did instead, and I was given leave to appeal. Now, you know what that means? You go on this wild goose chase whilst the convention will be happening next week, which we are trying to stop by an action through an injunction. So we abandoned that cause, closed that matter, and renewed the fresh application yesterday, and I believe we'll be serving the UPND in the course of a day today as we take out that court process, yeah.
You have reported the presiding judge to the JCC.
Yeah.
What specific judicial misconduct are you alleging?
Exactly that, incompetence.
What outcome do you expect from this report?
Well, there are consequences. A judge. Do you know that it's a privilege to be a judge in this society? You know, this is a conflict we're having. And the conflict surrounds the constitutional provisions under Article 60. So when we go before the court, which is a competent jurisdiction, we expect due diligence from officers there. They can't shortchange us at this season when things which are at play are time-bound. Do you understand? So she should have paid particular attention to that matter and not playing chicken business here. So we expect that the JCC will examine her conduct. It's proper, clear negligence. And there are consequences for that. And I that she will defend herself.
Do you think you have a strong case?
Wow, it's clear. In my case, that's why I didn't even blink. In 1 minute like that, I was gone.
Mr. Longwe, some people have labeled you a joker.
Yeah.
Why should people take you seriously?
Well, what thing I've not done? Why they think I'm a joker, like I'm a comic? Or...
Because there's somebody else, Mr. Patrick Tembo Banda as well. You're being bundled in with him as well.
No. My friends, I'll be honest with you. Those who label us as jokers, they don't know us. And I've told many people on different platforms that ask Hakainde Hichilema, my president in the party, like my president in this republic. Now I'm saying he's an ordinary member. Ask him, say, is Longwe a joker? He'll tell you. You see, I've traveled this world. Maybe I'll say this so that maybe I give a bit of my credentials. We don't talk much about ourselves. But I'll tell you, I'm among the few members in the party who have had privileges to, I could call it a privilege, to be associated with Hakainde Hichilema to a point where I gained his confidence that we traveled the world. I'm not talking about going to campaign in Shankombo. No, I'm talking about traveling to Westminster with him, to Chatham House, to travel to Amsterdam, to all over. Now, if I'm a joker, then there's something wrong with my president. Because he could pick a joker and say, come on, let's go on a world tour and get the party business done. We don't pick quacks to do that. I'm not a quack. I'm not a joker. So those who think that Charles Longwe just pops up, we are what you are seeing here, real, genuine. And knows who I am. So when I say that those who are saying we are jokers, it's because they don't know who we are. We are not a joker. Very few people can come and say what I've just said here in the UPND. Very few. Yesterday, we were at a show where we were invited for a debate. You remember I've been saying this media team has run wild. They should stop speaking because they are civil servants. Can I have real officials? And Ricardo, anacha ashenke, mwizi wa shenke, mkala murusaka him. We were in a studio like this. I found him there, ready for the show. Once I opened the door, like a disinfectant, my mosquito when was spraying a disinfectant in room. My brother could not hold himself, just seeing us. Because now he knew the debate was going to be on. MP Matt. And that's a masquerade. You understand? Now, if I'm a joker, wouldn't he have enjoyed the show?
So you're saying he ran
away
from a debate?
Oh, my friend. We were at a studio last night. He ran away. We were at KBN. Ask your colleagues there. They'll tell you. Anacha Shenk. Matt. Now, these are the kind of people, I'm telling you, they are masqueraders. They are not genuine. They'll face the media when we are not there. I've challenged them at any platform. Come, demonstrate your prowess. Let's see. One of them showed up yesterday. Oh, you should have seen a jacket like this flying. He was gone.
We have Mr. Charles Longwe in studio as a UPND member, and we're having this conversation to do with the lawsuit that is put before the courts regarding the illegality of office bearers in the UPND. We'll be getting to the news headlines thereafter. We continue our conversation right here on Hot. The heat is on.
Something 120 grams of sugar is better. Easy is always ahead. Easy got the most flavors. Easy is always ahead. You spoke and we heard. Easy on back. Easy just on easy on back. Easy just on
Easy noodles just got bigger. Now available in 120 grams.
We interrupt normal broadcasting to bring you this breaking news from Zambia Airways. Josie is calling. Travel in comfort and enjoy 3 pieces of free baggage, giving you more room for business, shopping, or family travel. With convenient schedules, great value, and Zambian hospitality, every journey is smooth from takeoff to landing. Book your seat today. To book your ticket, call 0211-431-500. Visit www.zambia-airways.com, our sales office, or your preferred travel agent. T's and C's apply. Zambia Airways, the new wings of Africa.
Looking for high-quality automotive parts at affordable prices? Choose Denso, and Automotive Equipment Limited is Denso's authorized distributor in Zambia. From spark plugs and filters to wiper blades and more, Denso is your trusted global brand known for reliability and performance. For more information, WhatsApp Automotive Equipment Limited on 0975-813323 or visit our website at www.aelzm.com. Denso delivers quality you can count on.
Automotive equipment, because you deserve quality.
The news headlines every second hour
Are sponsored by Swan Insurance Zambia. For you, for them, for life. Swan, for life.
Petroleum expert Dr. Kafula Muvanga has urged the government to engage oil marketing companies to import additional fuel supplies following a 2-week ceasefire between the United States and Iran, noting uncertainty over what may happen once the truce ends. The ruling UPND has dismissed claims of factionalism within the party, rejecting suggestions of divisions involving Gary Nkombo and President Hakainde Hichilema. The United Nations Development Programme says Zambia must strengthen its domestic productive capacity to transition from a mere exporter of value to a creator of value in regional and global markets. In international news, Israel launched a large wave of strikes in Lebanon, killing at least 182 people and straining a conditional 2-week ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. And in sports, Zambia men's hockey team coach Floyd Chomba has revealed that the team is in discussions with Zimbabwe over a possible international friendly match in June, following the cancellation of a tournament in Pakistan due to the ongoing conflict between the United States and Iran. Those are the headlines at 8. We have more coming up at 9.
Zambia's award-winning and most trusted news and entertainment provider. Consistently delivering unrivaled world-class radio 24/7, 365. We are Hot FM.
I have spent years in leadership and I've learned this. Leadership isn't about title. It isn't about responsibility. Africa is at a defining moment, but access and opportunity do not always meet. That is why we created the C-Suite Africa Summit. On the 23rd of May at Ciela Resort in Zambia, we are bringing together leaders who are building, deciding, and shaping what comes next. A curated room, high trust, real conversations that drive real outcomes. I'm Komba Maluktila, founder of the C-Suite Africa Summit. To secure your seat, visit www.csuiteafrica.com or call 0969 188 659. I'll see you on the 23rd of May.
Are you ready for something bigger, more strategic, and more commercially impactful than ever before? Join the Insurers Association of Zambia Insurance Conference 2026, taking place 16th to 19th June 2026 at the beautiful Radisson Blu Monsieur Tunia Livingstone Resort. This year introduces an exciting new highlight, the IAZ Business Forum, focusing on strategic business opportunities between Zambia and Tanzania under the 3I concept: investment, insurance, and innovation. With the support of the Pensions and Insurance Authority of Zambia, Insurance Brokers Association of Zambia, and the Insurance Institute of Zambia, the conference will feature engaging conference sessions, a meaningful CSR activity, and a glamorous gala dinner and awards night. Register today and enjoy the early bird rate of just 12,000 kwacha before 20th April 2026. Standard registration is 13,500 kwacha and late registration is 16,500 kwacha from 16th June 2026. Don't miss this premier industry event. Secure your seat today at the IAZ Insurance Conference 2026 in Livingston.
Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection gives your family 24-hour cavity defense with 2 times daily brushing. Because every day, your family's teeth face battles you can't see. Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection provides a calcium boost to help keep teeth strong all day long. Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world. For strong teeth and healthier smiles, visit your nearest store and get yours today.
Experience peace of mind with Swan Insurance Zambia. At Swan, we believe in more than just policies. We believe in fostering lasting relationships, delivering personalized service, and standing by you when you need us most. With world-class insurance policies known for exceptional claims payment and risk management, ranging from property, motor, accident, and miscellaneous classes to marine, agriculture, and engineering cover for your business, to home, travel, and personal accident insurance for individuals. Trust Swan Insurance to protect what matters most to you. Contact us today at 0957 673 070 or visit any of our offices in Lusaka, Kitwe, Chingola, and Livingston. Follow us on social media at Swan Insurance Zambia or visit our website swanforlife.co.zm for more information.
For you, for them, for life. Swan, for life.
How expensive is your gadget? From buying it to maintaining it.
If my phone drops, forget.
I've always wanted to be a content creator. Number my camera, my microphone,
My son wanted a PlayStation for his birthday. I just told him, next year, my boy.
Hello, if you find it cheap, gonga.
Hey, wait! Before you give up on that gadget, have you been to Fast Mobile? At Fast Mobile, technology is finally affordable. From smartphones and laptops to video game consoles, tablets and iPads, Bluetooth speakers, CCTV solutions, Sony and Canon cameras, smartwatches, barbing machines, and all accessories you need, including repairs and part replacements. Visit Fast Mobile today along Freedom Way, Shop A75, on Chiparamba Road, Shop 06, or East Park Mall, Store 113C. Call 0779 333 503. Fast Mobile, for today's best technology.
No food or no stress. For Zanaco, it's you first. No food or no stress. At Zanaco, you come first. At Zanaco, you come first. Zanaco.
The time is 8:07. This time check is brought to you by Zanaco. Now, you can get a salary advance with Zanaco. Simply open a salary account or use your existing salary advance and quickly access an advance between 1,000 and 50,000 kwacha with flexible repayment options of up to 3 months. To apply, visit www.zanaco.co.zm and click online loan application portal. Zanaco, putting you first.
No food or no stress. For Zanaco, it's you first. No food or no stress. At Zanaco, you come first. At Zanaco, you come first. Zanaco.
All right, we still have Mr. Charles Longwe, who is a UPND member here with us on the Red Hot Breakfast. But real quick, remember that you can you can head to Intercontinental Hotel this Friday, 10th of April 2026, to indulge in the signature barbecue night as that returns with a vibrant African-themed experience. You can indulge in a lavish buffet featuring a selection of barbecue favorites, fresh salads, soups, decadent desserts, and more, all complemented by live entertainment from Mwila Mulenga. It's 895 kwacha per person, and this will be at the Intercontinental Poolside. It starts at 18:30 all the way up to 22 hours. If you'd like to get more information or make a reservation, call 0211-250-000. That's 0211-250-000, or you can email guestrelations@ighlusaka.com. That's guestrelations@ighlusaka.com.
All right, so we continue our conversation with Mr. Longwe in studio, and you can be part of this conversation by giving us a call on 0974-870-877 or 0950-955-877. Please, you can come through and ask your question. Before we open the phone lines, you did earlier on, you did tell us that you're appealing the decision. What new evidence or legal arguments do you plan to bring before the higher courts to prove that the National Management Committee is operating illegally?
No. We are not appealing the decision. We've taken the decision to reinstate the matter.
Okay.
In other words, we've commenced fresh action on the same facts. The facts have not changed. Yeah, because the matter was dismissed. In other words, that cause is closed. So we've now taken the option to restart the matter. So basically, the same facts they'll be facing as before.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, give us a call, 0974-870-877. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's your name?
Chulufia.
Chulufia, please take us off loudspeaker. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Chulufia.
Can you get me?
Yeah, slightly better there. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning to the guest there.
Sorry, Chulufia, you have to try and call us back. Your line is not too clear. Call us now. Hello, good morning. Hello.
0950-955-877 or 0974-870-877. Good morning.
Good morning, Crumbs. I'm busy.
Morning.
Morning. What's your name?
This is Peter. Good morning, Mr. Longwe.
Good morning, my friend.
Thank you. Mr. Longwe, we want to get facts from you. Yesterday, we saw the media team from UPND reporting Mr. Patrick Tembo to the police. So now, do we see you and Mr. Tembo being arrested? Because we know how UPND behave. So we just want to get clarity. As you are doing that, don't you think that you are maybe endangering your life? Because you know the way I know UPND, they take matters seriously. And then the last part. Last time you mentioned the receipt of President HH. You mentioned concurrent and the other term. I've forgotten the other term, so we just wanted to get clarity. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Peter, for your call. Let's pick up some more calls before we allow our guest to respond. Let's pick up another call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. What's your name?
You have to tell us your name.
No.
All right, then we can't allow you to proceed. 0974-870-877, 0950-955-877. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Please.
Morning to you. What's your name?
Chrome, good morning. This is HH, Opson Hateme. For me, what I can say is that I've been listening to this conversation and this observation from him, the man that is there on the studio, what he is saying. And from government, there is no response. For me, I can't say much on that one because it's a big fish issue. For me, it's a big fish issue. So we'll leave it, not to Kapenta. For me, I'm just a citizen. I can't do anything there. I'm just listening. We'll see where the end will be. We just wish all the best for UPNG. Any other party in the country, I just pray for peace and unity. If there is any misunderstanding, please sit down and discuss so that you come up with one thing. This issue of this one is pulling this side, this one is pulling this side, it's not going to help the nation. Starting from the opposition,
all right.
Sit down and have one conclusion and resolution. Thank you.
All right. Well, Mr. Longwe, your response.
Thank you. I think the last caller was just expressing their opinion. The first caller talked of two things. The other one, which I'm not aware of, is talked about people reporting whoever to the police.
Yesterday, UPND Media Director Maximo went to service headquarters to report Mr. Tembo for impersonation of opposition or something of that like.
Yeah, you see, I like the factual.
Yes.
So if I was given a bit more information, that's when I would easily comment. If they have gone to the police, I would want to see what exactly it is they are complaining about before I can comment. Maybe I'll leave it at that because I'm not. Okay. Then he talked of terms which are used, concurrent terms and consecutive terms. Look, these are common terms we use, more especially if you have been to the magistrate courts when they are sentencing criminals or offenders. When they find you guilty, maybe on more than one count, you might have two counts, one maybe running. I'll use an example which is very famous. I think we know former Lusaka Provincial Minister Bowman Lusambo. Maybe out of the 4 counts, one count given 2 years, the other count given 3 years, maybe on the third count given 4 years, right? So then they have sentenced you to those sentences, but then they tell you, you serve these terms, now, okay, you serve these sentences concurrently, okay, they will run concurrently, or they are consecutive. So you have to pay attention. It matters. If they are concurrent, you take the highest, which is 4 years. It means the 2 years, 3 years will be served at the same time as you are serving the 4. So the total number of years you will serve is 4 years, all right, in computation of time. Then when it's consecutive, you add 2 plus 3, which is 5, plus 4. 9. So when they say you serve these terms consecutively, means that you serve 9 years. So they have different meanings. So when in the UPND constitution it talks about the president who have a concurrent term, is dealing with something else. So what I was trying to say is because in the party they assume that when they said when he becomes president, he shall serve 2 concurrent, the term concurrent is used in that sentence. They feel that it's he will serve one after the other, consecutive. You know what I mean? That you serve the first one, then he's entitled to a second one. Not on that account. That's not what he's saying. It's introducing something else. It's concurrent with something else, which is a term of office of a Republican president. So the understanding should not be upper street. It should be exactly what the law says. And that's what we've been arguing, that at this time he's not eligible. And we'll demonstrate it. I'm waiting. You, the media guys, should be able to tell me, because these things nowadays are being done in the dark. I want to know when he files. Just let me know when he files. Once he files, I'll make my case. Very open.
So you're unaware that Mr. Mark Simue reported you to the police then? Because,
myself?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
out
not there in the media. That was reported yesterday.
That I was reported to the police?
Yeah.
For impersonation?
Yeah.
Impersonating who?
You're posing as a member of the party. Impersonating party officials is one of the charges.
Look. I'm in this studio, even now, telling you that I'm a member of the UPND. I didn't come here to this studio to say I am the president of the UPND. I didn't come here to say I'm an official of the UPND. So if I'm impersonating, that's why I said some of these things for me, you see, because of my background, I would want to see the statement of facts. What are the issues before I could comment? Because if I'm impersonating, impersonation is described at law, okay? It has to be qualified. So I need to understand what they are talking about, okay, before I can effectively respond. But I'm not an impersonator. I'm not a masquerader like these, my friends. No. I'm not masquerading.
What are your thoughts on what's happened in the Patriotic Front with all these different factions that have come up? The issue to do with the Registrar of Societies. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I do have an opinion, and I see that as chaos unleashed, disorder, and also disloyalty to the party. And I ranked among the friends who I would call out. This guy is a brother in the Lord. We go to the same church. But Mao's conduct is devastating. I don't understand an individual like that. He's ungrateful. Mao's is ungrateful. PF have been very patient with Mao's, and the way Mao's has gone around this business is, if you ask me, is a major culprit in all this. It's unfair. It's unfair to the PF. You see, he joined UPND at a time. He left, came and served with us in 2016. Practically left. And I know the rules that when you come back to a political party, you are given, I think, 3 years for them to even consider you for anything. Patriotic Front was gracious to Mao's, okay? And still allowed him, he served as mayor of this city. I mean, we should have gratitude, guys. I'm a Zambian. What they did. Beyond that, he was given as mayor of Lusaka, served. Then he cried foul. He says, no, mayor, takulina mashani. He went on ranting. Balungu gave him another opportunity and he was adopted in Matero. These are colleagues of his who considered him a brother. He has hit them below the belt so many times. It's unfair. It's unfair. It's so unfair. That kind of action, I speak as a Zambian. What Mao's is doing is wrong. And that's why, remember earlier I told you that these members of parliament who are PF, most of them were PF. I can tell you something. And I dare them to resign. They should resign. And
shouldn't the speaker be the one to
be
declaring those seats vacant?
They are playing games.
And ruling that they have crossed the floor?
No. Those kind of things is what I call lawlessness. They are taking advantage of that process. This is a short session of parliament which has remained, all right? They know that if by the time they send this to that committee, select committee to come with a decision, this parliament will have ended. You can't be eating with both hands. If they are genuine UPND members, my friend Sande and Mshanga and all of you resign. And I can tell you something. If this, our group, which is known as the interim committee, takes the reins and we are in charge, as we will be, I can tell you one thing. These members of parliament who are behaving like this, who have not identified themselves openly with the UPND, they are playing games of Hakainde. They will not be adopted on UPND ticket. That one can't happen, not under my leadership. No, it can't happen. They should, we stayed 23 years in opposition. We've paid the price. Even today, I've not even earned a single way from government as a loyal member of the party for the last 23 years. People cannot even just sacrifice for 1 month. They want to be eating in parliament as PF when they are claiming to be UPND members. I call them out even today. Should resign. Shouldn't go back to parliament this afternoon. That's the price you pay for joining UPND. We should be loyal to the party. Identify openly. These games they are playing with Levin Goma should end. No.
Well, Mr. Longwe, we'd like to thank you for joining us today. It's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate this time.
All right. Well, we've been speaking to Mr. Charles Longwe here on the Red Hot Breakfast. He's a longtime member of the UPND, and he's raised some serious constitutional concerns over the manner in which the ruling party has been run. And he came to talk to us about that here on Hot 87.7.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank. Here for good.
It's not a coffee till you cream it.
It's time to rise and shine. Nothing not to in pressure your money. They can always trust on us. And if I tell you we can do it better, but express credit, come on get your loans with express credit. Gully broke, check it out with express credit. Come on get your loans with express credit. Gully broke, check it out with express credit.
Do you need immediate access to your money after your loan has been approved? We are the best in town. Well, we got the best offers for you here at Express Credit. Apply today and access up to 10,000 kwacha to address your financial goals and unexpected expenses. Enjoy a special 0% interest rate on your first loan. It's our special way of welcoming you into the Express Credit family with
Express Credit. Come on, get your loans with Express Credit.
Introducing Juicy Super Chill flavored drink. Feel that chilling sensation. To know where we're going, we must remember where we're coming from. Boom.
Mama been to noodles, tasty every time. Mama B is making pencil tonight. Mama B is making pencil tonight.
Good, better, Bintu.
Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
Having Paratus Home Internet as part of your home setup comes with a lot of perks, like endless compliments from your wife.
So reliable, so secure, such a great provider.
Oh, thank you so much, baby.
I was talking about Paratus Home Internet, baby.
You see? From free compliments, a happy wife, and a robust home internet line, you get it all with Zambia's most reliable unlimited home internet.
Paratus, let's get it. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, it's time for the Paratus Show here on Hot 87.7, and we want to know what's happening at Zambia's Quality Network. And if you're wondering who we're talking about, well, I've got Linda in studio. Linda.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Yeah, doing good. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so well, Linda, for someone listening right now thinking, wait, Paratus who? Give us the quick intro.
First of all, ouch. But anyway.
Yeah, whoever that is. That's not coming from me.
Yeah, so Paratus is a telecommunications company. So we provide internet connectivity for both homes and businesses across the country. So what we focus on is simple: reliable internet, strong local support, and making sure people stay connected without the usual frustrations.
Oh, no frustrations. That's a bold one. So tell us what's happening right now.
So right now we've introduced something really exciting. My colleague Henry spoke about it last week, but this is really exciting for small businesses and people in areas that are harder to reach. We've introduced our Paratus Unlimited plan, which is powered by Starlink.
All right, now I've heard about Starlink, but what makes this one different?
So first things first, Paratus has been an authorized Starlink reseller since 2023. So previously we've been catering for, larger corporates, but now we're focusing on the SME space.
Right.
So what this means is you're not just, when you partner with Paratus, you're not just buying a kit. You're getting a properly, supported service installed that is installed and managed locally. So now with these new plans, we're making, Starlink more accessible for small businesses and customers in areas where traditional infrastructure, just doesn't reach.
So accessible how then?
So it's in terms of the service, it's a fixed monthly service at 1,660 kwacha, fully unlimited, so no bundles, no top-ups, or no surprises. And importantly, like I mentioned before, it runs on the standard Starlink data plan. So it's not a priority, plan which elapses, once you deplete it.
Right.
So it's a standard unlimited data plan. So this keeps the cost practical while still giving you the same core performance of a residential service.
All right, so who's this really for then?
So this is ideal for businesses in remote areas. Big things don't only happen in the big cities.
Right.
So we're looking at farms, lodges, sites outside, main towns, or anyone operating where fiber or wireless coverage is not available.
Okay.
So, it's designed for places where connectivity has always been a challenge. So now you can, have a plan that, runs properly.
And just to be clear, where can people get this then?
So this plan is specifically for those in hard-to-reach areas, like I mentioned. So it's designed, this is a Starlink design, by the way. It's designed for areas outside of Lusaka, Ndola, Kitwe. So places like Solwezi, Mwenilunga, if you've got farms in Impika, all of these can benefit. And, it just really makes a difference.
Okay, and still no top-ups?
Yeah, definitely no top-ups. So just one fixed monthly price and you're connected.
Okay, now let's bring it back home now. Schools are closed, which means more streaming, more gaming, more devices, and probably a bit of fighting over Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
What is Paratus doing for households?
Yeah, so you're right. This is the time when, the pressure really shows when there are multiple people at home.
Yeah.
So on Paratus, we've made it easy for customers to upgrade or to sign up for these plans. So we're offering 20 Mbps and 50 Mbps plans. So really simple, only 2 plans to choose from.
Why those specific ones?
So we've upgraded the network to offer more capacity. So previously we had lower plans, but now we've upgraded the network to give more capacity. So the reason for this is to allow people to, use multiple devices on one service, as opposed to everybody having a bundle on their phone, so everybody at home can connect when they sign up for this one service. So whether it's Netflix, YouTube, gaming, or even just like working from home, everything runs smoothly at the same time without competing for bandwidth.
So no more buffering arguments in the house then?
Yeah, nothing like, switch off your Wi-Fi, I want to do this, yeah.
Right.
So no more battles. And, the big one is that these are unlimited plans with no peak or off-peak slowdowns. So what you get is a consistent performance throughout the day.
That evening slowdown is real, so that's good to hear, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's very real. And with Paratus, it's not just about the connection, it's also about how it's delivered. So, it's a fixed internet plan, so you get, which is more stable and reliable. We also provide the equipment and handle the installation. So as part of the service, you get a Wi-Fi 6 enabled router, which improves the performance of your general Wi-Fi. And, there are inbuilt parental controls in this router, so you can protect your children from some online threats and your network, and everything is backed by 24/7 local support.
So this is really for someone who just wants their internet to work properly.
Exactly. So no guesswork, no compromises, no buying a router and hoping it works when you take it home. So with us, you can rely on us to connect you and make sure that it works from the start.
All right. Well, whether you're running a business, in a remote area, or just trying to survive the school holidays at home, Paratus has you covered. So, Linda, where do we go?
If these plans sound like what you need, please just get in touch. Visit our website or email us on info.zm@paratus.africa, and we'll give you a call and, provide a solution that can work for you.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda, thank you very much for coming through today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's the Paratus show for this week. We're speaking to Linda from Paratus. Stay tuned.
Having Paratus Home Internet. Having Paratus Home Internet as part of your home setup comes with a lot of perks, like endless compliments from your wife.
So reliable, so secure, such a great provider.
Oh, thank you so much, baby.
I was talking about Paratus Home Internet, baby.
You see? From free compliments, a happy wife, and a robust home internet line, you get it all with Zambia's most reliable unlimited home internet.
Paratus, let's get it. Terms and conditions apply.
Are you tired of complex financial platforms that leave you overwhelmed? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to Standard Chartered Bank's Straight to Bank. Our user-friendly interface puts you in control. No more headaches, just simplicity and ease. Imagine the convenience of access 24/7, 365 days a year. Accountability is key, and our system provides an impeccable audit trail, putting you firmly in charge. No more guessing games, just transparency at your fingertips. We take pride in giving you a service that's unmatched, efficient, and secure. You can be rest assured that your transactions are backed by best-in-class safety measures. Whether you're making local transactions or handling global payments, Straight to Bank has you covered. Fast, secure, and efficient. That's the Straight to Bank promise by Standard Chartered Bank. Experience the future of financial management. Try Straight to Bank today. To open a business banking account, call 5247 and a business banking relationship manager will call you back. Alternatively, email us zmbusiness.banking@sc.com. or visit www.sc.com. Standard Chartered Bank, here for good.
The Red Hot Breakfast is brought to you by Standard Chartered Bank, here for good.
Red Hot Breakfast from 6 to 9 hours.
All right, it's the Red Hot Breakfast here on Hot 87.7. The heat is on. Our breakfast partner for Thursdays is Meraki, and glad to say that we have Melanie from Meraki joining us today. PZ, did our petition work the other day?
Not a chance. Look at
her. No, to be fair, you gave me your request, right? You gave me your requests, and I passed them on. So I did my job.
Oh.
Me personally.
Where's the paper trail of this?
We need evidence.
Passing on. No.
We need evidence.
No.
To see who denied our request this morning.
No, we will follow up this matter, closely. But Melanie, for anyone who's hearing of Meraki for the first time, tell us about it and where you're found.
Okay, so for those of you that are just listening, which is sad because we're trying to be in everybody's ears at this point, everywhere. So we have 4 outlets, one in Rhodes Park, Chaholi Road. The other one is at East Park, right at the mall, should be the second entrance. We're also located at Central Mall, Kablonga, as well as our slightly newly opened outlet along Great East Road, right at Lake Oil. Okay. So we're not just a restaurant. We give people a full experience from your food, your outer catering, your birthday cakes, hosting events. So we do it all.
Okay. So what exactly can I expect when I walk into any Meraki store?
So you expect a lot. Like I said, we're more than just cake, because for most people when they hear Meraki, they automatically think just cake. But we offer food from breakfast, lunch, dinner as well. And it's not just your full English breakfast. We've got traditional meals like your village chicken. For those that are feeling slightly fancy, we've got your oxtail, tomahawk steak. So we do it all. Your nshimas, it's not just limited to rice or mash. You could actually order for nshima. We've got pastas, and we've got something for those people that are watching their weight, dietary meals. We've got the healthy pause, prawn healthy pause. So we offer a lot. And for those of you looking to host events as well, we do that. So we cater both at our location and outside, so you're not just limited.
Okay. Oxtail, mash, peppers, sauce.
So the important things.
Mushroom
This
sauce. You know what I mean? Those type of things. Now, Melanie, we know you had a big Easter weekend celebration. Tell us how that went.
So it was nothing short of amazing. It was very eventful. The turnout was it was bigger than we actually expected. The parents brought out their kids and they had so much fun. We had face painting, we had FIFA for the guys. They were battling Mortal Kombat and all those games. We had the parents get a time to actually sit down and relax while not worrying about their kids' whereabouts, because we hosted it at Rhodes Park Chaholi Road, which is safe because it's not at the mall and it's enclosed. So we had the jumping castle and parents could actually relax, enjoy their meal, and not worry about the safety of their kids, because we were on ground also. For those kids that didn't want to be watched, they didn't have to worry still. So we had activities and games to keep them busy. We also had an egg hunt, and we apologized sincerely to the parents because they had so much sugar and they had to deal with that after. The kids. But yes, it was very eventful and definitely motivating for us to actually plan more of these events in the future.
Okay, that sounds exciting. Can we expect more of such activities at Meraki?
Yes, most definitely. And we're also trying to look for ways in which we can incorporate the other outlets also, seeing that they're at the mall, but we don't want it just limited to Rhodes Park, our Rhodes Park branch. So we're definitely having a few more events. We're still, and you can bring in your ideas. Call us to say, okay, are you able to host this? Can you host a FIFA tournament or something at East Park? We'll definitely find a way to make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's amazing. Now, do you have anything coming up that people should look out for?
Yes, we're currently planning something exciting for Labor Day. We'll be sharing more details soon, so people can expect fun, engaging atmosphere with activities, great food as always, lots of promotions. So we're still in the works. We'll also have a baking class because the kids are closing schools soon. Others have closed today. So we will be having 2 sessions during the holidays to just keep the kids busy and also transfer skills at an early age at Meraki Rhodes Park.
Sounds good. So if I'm a corporate or want to make a group booking, do you have anything that I can pick from?
Yes, so we absolutely do cater to corporates as well, because they shouldn't run away when they're hearing kids.
Yeah.
We're still very much catering to our corporates, be it in the office. It doesn't have to be a large number. It's not limited. So even if it's one individual, you're able to call in and customize your offer. If it's your meetings and you just want something to snack on, something light, we've got a separate menu for that. So we do advise our corporates to keep calling in and making those reservations in advance. So it's not limited. Your event could be next month and we'll still make it happen.
Okay. All right. Are there any promotions currently running, Melanie?
Yes. So we're still running our 10% off on the oxtails. Village chicken.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Pete?
You have to. Thank you very much.
Tell us about this oxtail. This oxtail you speak of.
No, with time. You know what? You will not hold me hostage, guys. But we've got a 10%. We've got a 10% off on our oxtail, village chicken, whole brim, tomahawk steak. So our big heavy meals, our big buck meals. And they come with sides. We've also got our bestie platters. We still have our full chicken promo that's running. So you can call in if you're looking at a large number of people. We have a whole chicken. It comes with 4 sides and a 2-liter Coca-Cola. We've got a promotion on our quarter chicken as well. So lots of promos. And we had a very, very engaging cake giveaway. So please do follow us on our Facebook page, so that you don't miss out on these promotions and giveaways.
All right. So just remind us where we can find you and how we can stay updated with Meraki.
So we are located, like I said, we've got 4 outlets: Rhodes Park Chaholi Road, East Park Mall, Central Mall Kablonga, as well as Great East Road. And we are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That's Meraki Cafe. So please do feel free to walk in, or you could reach us on our social medias. We're very responsive.
All right. Well, Melanie, it's been a pleasure having you, as always.
Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure will be even more if you show up with oxtail next time.
And mash. Don't forget the mash.
Don't forget the mash as well.
Pepper sauce too.
Yeah. Oxtail mash.
Okay, if you buy it, like I said, 10% off, then I'll bring it for you.
Make sure you head out to a Meraki near you. Look at the face that Peasy is making right now.
No, she can't even look at me straight to my face with what she's saying.
It's the Red Hot Breakfast.
Red Hot Breakfast. From 6 to 9 hours.
Attention, girls! Get ready for the 2026 Chudley House School Annual Girls Conference to be held at Chudley House School on Saturday, 11th April 2026 from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. This year's theme is Growing with Purpose. Hashtag My Growth Journey. Attendance is open to all girls aged 12 to 18 and all their female guardians. Purchase your ticket at Chudley House School. For more information, call us on 0978 879 488 or 0953 074 465. Email us info@chudleyhouseschool.com. You can also physically come to Chudley House School. We are located in Chudley on plot number 11289 Mulombe Street. Chudley House School, towards a brighter future, investing in our future.
Picture this. You are hungry and you're craving something different. Something with a crunch.
Oh, wow. That's perfect. Crunchy and packed with flavor and so much taste.
Grab a pack, man chip, crunch it. You know how we do. Introducing Yo Crunch, the snack you never stop crunching. Yo Crunch, feel the crunch in every munch. Brought to you by Yo-Yo Fun Snacks.
Are you ready to take the wheel of your future? Join Ziva Driving School, where confidence meets the road. We offer professional lessons in C1 light motor vehicles, Class B manual and B automatic, affordable, flexible, and designed just for you. From theory in class to getting a professional license, on-the-road learning, and lastly, a full driver's license. We do it the right way. Don't just dream of driving, drive. Enroll today at Ziva Driving School by calling 0979 665 300 or 0776 245 039. Visit our head office at plot number 2063 Jizenga Road, Woodlands, Lusaka. Because every journey begins with the right trading. Ziva Driving School. Drive smart, drive bold.
Shop smarter, save bigger at Choppies with great value, great price.
Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection gives your family 24-hour cavity defense with 2 times daily brushing. Because every day, your family's teeth face battles you can't see. Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection provides a calcium boost to help keep teeth strong all day long. Colgate, the #1 oral care brand in the world. For strong teeth and healthier smiles, visit your nearest store and get yours today.
Red Hot Breakfast. From 6 to 9 hours.
Uvalo by Jazzworks, Tukutela Babalo M there, featuring Glala Tukzin. Remember, there's an African-themed barbecue night happening at the Intercontinental Hotel this Friday, the 10th of April, 2026, at their signature barbecue night. This is coming back, so you can indulge in a lavish buffet featuring a selection of barbecue favorites, fresh salads, soups, decadent desserts, and more, all complemented by live entertainment from Mwila Mulenga. It's 895 kwacha per person. It'll be at the Intercontinental Poolside. It starts at 18:30 all the way to 22 hours. If you'd like to make a reservation or get more information, you can call 0211-250-000. That's 0211-250-000. Or you can send an email to guestrelations@ighlusaka.com. That's guestrelations@ighlusaka.com. All right, so Intercontinental Hotel is the place to be this Friday. 895 kwacha is all you have to pay to enjoy this amazing barbecue night. And it's African themed, and Mwila Mulenga will be performing. Let's get to RHB Sports.
Welcome to RHB Sports, the premium spot to get all the latest news on all your favorite games.
All right, let's kick it off with RHB Sports, brought to you by 22Bet. Remember to get the best odds on 22Bet. Visit their website to play games and place your bets as well. Let's start with games that we saw yesterday. We did talk about the Zambia Super League, which was back in action yesterday in midweek after that break with the ABSA Cup that was happening over the weekend. Well, we had interesting games. Crumbs and I were having a conversation about one man. They call him King Booger or Shuma. whatever you prefer, but this man is on fire. 17 league goals right now.
He scored as many goals as Nkana. That's
Moses Shuma is on fire in the MTN Super League. This guy.
Yeah, Nkana has scored 17 goals this season, and he's equaled their record throughout the season.
Remember moments. Yeah. So just be silent for Nkana. Yeah. 17 goals. But this is what we wanted. Remember the conversation we had earlier in the season about why strikers in the Zambia Super League don't score so many goals?
Yeah.
And now I want Moses Shuma to actually go and score at least 24 or 25 goals, which would be an amazing return for a striker in the Super League.
That's what we need. The league needs to be more exciting. And I think the excitement comes from goals.
Yes.
If it's just 0-0. Remember that time we went through the results and only 2 goals that were scored across, 8 games?
Or so.
Like, what's going on here? It
was a boring weekend.
Yeah.
It doesn't incite the fans to actually go and watch the matches. But hey, what exciting games yesterday. So Power Dynamos beat Mines United 3-0. Austin Muo and Moses Shuma with a brace in that game. Musa was in action. They were at home yesterday. We did say they might actually get one over Nchanga Rangers because they're very difficult side to beat at home. Emmanuel Habasimbi in the 29th minute and Francis Mashingini in the 71st minute, made sure that Musa walked away with 3 points. Mwiza Siwale's goal was not enough. They led early enough in the game. Nchanga Rangers couldn't hold the lead in the 29th minute and lost the whole game in the 71st minute.
Yeah.
Musa making sure they have 3 points. Another game that we wanted to see a big bounce back was Kawe Warriors. They were back in action after getting knocked out by a small side over the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, Mighty Mufida Wanderers found out the hard way that Kawe Warriors can roar. Said Sakala again on target. He was on target over the weekend when they lost. Jackson Kampamba in the dying minutes of the game made sure that Kawe Warriors beat Mufida Wanderers 2-0. There's a small matter of Zesco United today, isn't there?
Yeah, we're back in form.
Back in what?
What do you want to talk about? I mean,
back
this
in
is what we do.
You were almost
we are ready.
You were almost relegated with the court order.
Relegate us on the pitch, not in court, okay?
Yeah. But anyway, this is how the MTN Super League log looks like right now. Power Dynamos played 25 points. They had 55. Played 25 games. They had 55 points. Red Arrows played 27 games. They're at 51 points. Cabo Warriors are third. They played 26 games. They're at 43 points. Nchanga Rangers, they played 27 games. They're at 43 points. And Zanaco, they played 25 games. They're at 42 points.
I don't know why we needed to hear what your team has done so far. What are we doing here? What's the point? But anyway.
Well, Zesco United isn't playing today. Just to put it out there.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, quickly, let's look at what happened in the Champions League last night. Liverpool got bashed.
I think in the last part of the game, it was more about surviving for us than there was ever a chance that we could score. Yeah, you never know, because last season we scored 5 minutes before the end. Harvey Elliott when I took Mo off. But I don't think, I think this was a 20-25 minutes where we were only defending. And Mo has so much qualities, but for Mo to be 20-25 minutes defending inside his own box, I think it's better for him to save his energy for a lot of games that are coming up in the upcoming weeks.
Well, I'll tell you this. Arne Slot looked confused at the touchline there. Didn't really look like he knew what he was doing. That was one-sided match we saw last night. I was with some Liverpool fans. They're like, "You see, we'll come back. This is not the Premier League.
What?
We'll come back." Desiree Doué, go. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then all the chances they missed. That could have been a 7-0 bashing. Easily.
Yeah, that second goal though. That second goal.
Varashkelia.
That second goal.
He needs to be at Man United. Don't you agree?
No, I don't agree. He's not the kind of player. You know the club he needs to join.
No.
We won't mention it, but we know the club he needs to join.
Let's focus on what happened last night.
Well, last night we saw 2 games, and Liverpool, it was a one-sided match.
Yeah, it was.
One-sided match, and Paris Saint-Germain getting the victory that they deserve. I don't think even the magic of Anfield can rescue Liverpool with the way they are playing and with the kind of form that PSG is in. You expect them to go through to the semi-finals easily.
Look, I'm disappointed with Arne Slot. There was a moment.
Are you?
I am, actually. All right? There was a lot of promise. The first season he came around, there was a game where we played. It was Man United, Liverpool. They outclassed us, right? And then he sat there and just dissected our tactics, everything we did wrong and what they did to counter all of that. I'm like, well, we're dealing with somebody really serious here. And then the games went by, and I started to see the cracks in it. And remember, I put out that post, 2024, when I said this guy was a fraud. And this was a time when they were still sort of winning games. I was called names.
Everyone is a genius when somebody else does your homework, eh?
Right?
Yeah.
And here we are. What was the solution to PSG pinning you back for 90 minutes? What is the excuse of not having a shot on target in a Champions League game?
That was shameful. Can we move on from it, please?
I think we need a short break.
Let's do that.
It's Friday, and you know what that means. The weekend action is here, and 22Bet is ready to take your game to the next level. With 22Bet, enjoy thrilling sports betting and the fun favorite aviator game. And this Friday, reload your account and boost your play with Friday Reload Casino Bonus. More play, more excitement, and more chances to win. Join the winners today at 22Bet. 22Bet is a licensed operator regulated by the Lotteries and Betting Control Board of Zambia.